Welcome back to Ocarina of Time. We are in the bottom of the well, which is technically considered a mini dungeon, but if you are only getting the Lens of Truth, you're going to be here for all of, 5 minutes.
It took me more like 12 when I played the game, because I'm used to exploring every part of these places.
The only things that are in here besides the Lens of Truth are rupees and gold sculptulas, which I'm getting none of, so...
Well, you don't know when you're playing the game for the first time, so...
True.
Are the, I forgot, are the sculptulas here rather hidden well?
Yeah, they're pretty well hidden.
That awkward moment when you realize you've left the volume on your headset so high that
the power of clipping.
noise is
No,
deafening.
it's actually it's an invisible door.
Yeah, I know it's an invisible wall, but, you know, first timers, like, what the fuck did he just do?
Yeah.
This place is frustrating as fuck if you don't know where to go first, because you're gonna be falling through holes a lot, and it is really annoying.
Yes, I remember. This is probably the only dungeon in Ocarina of Time I remember with absolute perfect clarity because of that.
I think when I first played the game, when we get to some of the rooms with lots and lots of invisible floors, what I ended up doing was shooting
Arrows.
slingshots at the ground, because when it hit solid floor, it would make a little mark and a sound, so you'd know that area was safe. And if it didn't, you don't walk there.
Okay, everybody, let's get our holy
Simon's
water ready.
quest all over again.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Let's get our holy water ready. And throw.
Damn it, out of hearts.
There? No?
To be honest, this place kind of annoyed me, not just because of that, but it seems sort of out of place that this is this and the Spirit Temple are really the only times when you have to go back to young form after you unlock the ability to switch between time eras.
Yeah.
They didn't they used the time traveling gimmick a lot more effectively in Majora's Mask, yes.
It feels a little... I think that they could do a little bit more with it, but they just sort of didn't.
As it stands, it feels like they included these dungeons specifically because they felt like they were obligated to give you a reason to go back in time.
No, the Spirit Temple actually does a decent job of it by making half the temple be for young and half for older. This one feels shoehorned in.
Got
yes.
your nosy.
Then again, this dungeon actually manages to have some sort of atmosphere, unlike generic temples 1 through 5.
I got stuck in a bad position there.
I forgot how terrifying this thing looks.
I don't even remember these guys. I think I remember something this nightmare fuel-inducing.
Never mind nightmare fuel. This is just fucking annoying. Stop grabbing me!
Don't you want to get a bird with me?
It doesn't even look like he's touching him. It's just like, I'm not touching you, I'm not touching you. And Link is annoyed into standing still.
Shake your hips.
What are you referencing, Johnny?
I'm just talking out of my ass.
Oh.
Come on, do it with me.
Like, every time you turn around, that thing is just like, yoink, you're not going anywhere.
And it's dead, sort of.
I love how time-consuming and yet utterly ineffectual that fight was.
Oh, wait until we fight him again later.
I don't remember this guy being here. It's been that long, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I don't remember him either, Johnny, so there's that.
Well, I do.
Well, then again, Ryan, this is like your favoriteest game ever.
One of my favorite on the N64, yes.
The lens of truth, you can now see through the fog.
Oh, wait, so hold on a second. Ocarina of Time is your favorite game on the N64, but not favorite game in general? Do you have a list, like top 3?
It really just kind of depends on my mood. Because sometimes when I'm in the mood for a platformer, I'm usually playing either Sonic 3 and Knuckles or Mario World, sometimes a Mega Man game, just kind of depending. If I feel on an exploratory game, it's either this or Metroid Prime.
I see.
So it really just kind of depends on what game I feel like playing. Fighting game is usually Melee. Or
So,
which is more
the treasure chest was just not worth your time, huh?
No.
Well,
Actually,
it
kind of
was...
reminds me in that one sewer level in Crash Bandicoot 2 where you had to clip through the wall in order to get the green gem.
Yeah, I hated that.
Camera.
Didn't help that it was surrounded by nitro boxes.
Camera, you wanna...
I saw that room. You know, I actually found that without a guide. I saw that room. I'm like,
I did too.
why
It
is
was
this
by
room
complete
just-
fucking accident.
Why is this room full of nitro boxes? Is there something invisible on the other side? Lo and behold, there was. And I'm just like, whoa. I thought I was just, you know, exploring out the... And I'm like, what? I don't
Ryan,
even
do you
know
have
anymore.
green screen? You need to green screen something in there.
No,
Next time you do a playthrough, do something funny with Link and
Edit
green
some
screen.
guy's head in and use the exit as a mouth. Yeah, something like that.
Temple of Time. Well, that's one way to get out of that place.
Well, I'm glad I had the Prelude of Light. I should have gotten that earlier, but...
I wish I thought to do that when I first played the game.
Just
That
walk
would've
out
made-
and come back in.
Yeah, that would
Oh,
have
yeah,
it's a lot
I-
easier than trying to get out of there on your own.
Yeah. Well, no, I just always forget that it's there, because I know the fastest routes to get around most of the time, so I forget it's there.
Yeah.
Well, no, I meant more. I wish that I thought to use the Prelude of Light to get out of there quickly.
Oh.
I took
Oh,
the
so
long way around.
So you had it, you just forgot you had it, and...
Well, I
Major
think it's just part of me that thought that it wouldn't work because I was inside a dungeon.
No.
You know, it's just... I think part of my mind would have thought that you wouldn't be allowed to use it anyway, or something like that.
So you didn't even bother taking the 2 seconds to try it.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. I'm trying to remember. I can't believe I left that in.
Well, I can't blame you for forgetting the warp points songs, because you really ever need to use them.
Yeah, I messed up.
Oh no, Ryan is human.
There we go. Yeah, you only ever used this song once, so forgive me for forgetting it.
You have to use this song to get to the Shadow Temple, right?
Yes.
Okay.
There are ways to glitch up there early if you want to, but why?
You can't even, like, use the long shot to get up here?
No.
Oh.
I will give Ocarina of Time a little more credit than Majora's Mask for having more memorable Ocarina tunes to play.
Yeah.
Because
Well, to be
what's
fair,
the one-
Kondo
it took me
only...
forever to memorize a few of them in Majora's Mask, especially the Goron song.
Yeah.
I
Well,
hated
Kondo-
that song because of how awkward it was.
Well, Kondo even admitted you only have 6 notes to use, and he used up all the good ideas he had in this game, so he kind of struggled for tunes in Majora's Mask.
Yeah.
Well, in Majora's Mask, didn't they reuse songs from this game, but give them a different use?
I think 1 or 2, yes.
I remember one of them being reused. I can't remember which one. Though.
A lot of them were reused, but the original ones were awkward as hell to remember.
I know where I'm going. Who needs the lens of truth? I don't.
Well, then why'd you bother even getting it?
Because you do need it for one point in the game where you're following a ghost, in which case it doesn't activate until you turn on the lens of truth. See?
Odd.
Yeah.
Oh, there was trying to have some world building there, and Ryan just said "fuck that" and skipped it.
Crap, what's the song again? This one is totally my fault.
Hey, even I remember that one.
Yeah. Silly me.
Hey, you're getting old, Ryan.
Well, sorry, they don't really use the Sun Song for much.
No, you use it more if you're trying to do side questy things, because you need certain times a day.
Oh, get off.
That awkward moment. That awkward moment when you try to do one of the other songs and then wind up doing one of the teleporter songs by accident.
Which I have done before.
You can actually press the R and L button on the controller and change the pitch of the song. So people have been able to play like
full songs.
Real songs
LNR
on the Ocarina.
LNR, I believe, is for sharps and flats.
Yeah, so
you can play like any song you want on the Ocarina. It's a full instrument.
It's way more limited than even like Mario Paint, but it's there.
Yeah.
Consequently, it's not as fun to watch as Mario Paint videos.
Yeah. And that is meowtastic.
I could only watch Mario paint songs for so long.
Yeah.
Well, people can get really creative with them. Like, some
Yeah.
people have messed with the programming to get them to have really good sound fonts.
Yeah, I can understand that, but after a while, I kind of just want to listen to the real song.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just like seeing how creative people can get with it.
Oh god, it's this thing. Why did you walk right into the arm?
Because you need to, or else he won't pop out.
Oh, I see.
Now let's see how fast I take him down with the big Goron sword.
Let me guess, 3 hits.
Something like that.
What does
Well,
this
you
thing remind me of?
I don't know.
It's. I'm thinking Final Fantasy. And
It does remind me of Final Fantasy, now that I think about it. It looks like a boss of something out of maybe 4 or 6.
Oh, come back and just die.
Yeah, it looks so 16-bit, doesn't it?
It just reminds me of a
It's-
design from there.
Its design point and its head reminds me of something else. I just can't quite put my finger
And
on
it's
it.
dead. 4 hits.
You're not thinking of the Mist Dragon, are you?
No.
Not the Mist Dragon.
Okay, because all I'm seeing is a white blob.
So no Miss Durgans.
No, that one is actually called Mist Dragon. And this is coming from the game with the way worse translation.
You got the hover boots.
Which look really heavy.
Well, they're floating above his hands.
But true. Well, every item does that.
Even the heavy-ass iron boots, which should really just fall straight to the ground if he was holding them up like that.
That would be a good side gag.
Yeah.
Now, I remember the hover boots being sort of annoying because they make you control super slippery.
Yeah.
They're
Which, I
traction
mean, I-
shit while you have them on.
I mean, I guess that's the point, but... I remember
No, I never actually understood that.
What are the hover boots actually for?
You can hover above the ground and make it over long gaps.
Okay.
It's... yeah, I don't get why they made the traction slippery, because I've missed quite a few jumps because of that lack of traction. It's like playing as Luigi, only
It
in
happens.
Zelda.
Yeah, you know what though? I can't help but feel that was intentional.
Yeah.
Alright, looks like we're gonna see the hover boots in action.
Yep.
Don't you wish you had the 3DS?
Huzzah.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, 3DS.
One tap of the button.
I'm just
Getting one of those 3DS capture devices is really hard, though, from what I can see.
People have
Yeah.
been sending me links up the wazoo to this one website, but it's the guy constantly says that he's out of stock, and he's like, oh, you know what? I'm just not gonna bother. Bring out the camera.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh wait, we actually have Gyptos in this game.
What, the mummies?
Yeah.
Oh.
I always forget that they're here.
I tend to not remember their names because I just call them the mummies and then stab them.
There are a lot
and go
more
on
of them.
my way.
There are a lot more of them in Majora's Mask.
Gyptos.
I think this is the only area in the entire game where you actually have Gyptos.
Well, they're just redeads wrapped up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, like this room or the entire dungeon?
Redeads. I love that name, Redeads.
You got the compass.
You wanna know what
I
that
mean-
reminds me of? It sounds like the subtitle to some sort of Resident Evil spin-off. Resident Evil Redead.
Nah. Not Resident Evil. No. We're talking like, well, what's that movie series that Army of Darkness is part of?
Evil
Evil
Dead.
Dead?
Evil Dead.
That, yes. I don't know why Army of Darkness doesn't have Evil Dead in the title somewhere though. There's like Evil Dead 1, there's like Evil Dead 2, and then there's just random ass Army of Darkness, which is totally an which is totally an Evil Dead movie, except
not
it
called
involves
that.
time travel.
Well, it's definitely also the most comedic.
Yeah.
Who cares, Bruce Campbell?
Yeah.
I like how Link took several large blades to the chest and is still standing.
only-
I
it only
think that
took
was
off-
the jugular.
It only took off a few pieces of heart.
That would chop a normal man in half.
Well, Link's not exactly normal now, is he?
I guess.
Yeah. Shut you up.
Stupid Beamos.
Wait, you knew that was going to be there before you even walked through?
Yep.
Who are you talking to, Ted?
Yeah. You dare question my in this game? You should know better by now.
He leaves, breathes, and eats this shit every night.